The Indiana Pacers just pulled off the unthinkable, and they went up 2-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals, both games in New York, and now they go home to potentially close this series out and head to the NBA Finals. Now look at what the Knicks are doing. They put their lengthiest wing defender, Mikal Bridges, on Tyrese Halliburton to kind of combat his offensive ability in this game. And they would try to hide Jalen Brunson on someone who, like Aaron Nesmith, who can't do much of, playmaking with the ball on the ground, right? So they'd hide Jalen Brunson here. But the Pacers did such a good job getting out of these situations. First, they would create a switch opportunity here as we come off this thing. We're going to get that big to step up, and then we're going to clear out. Okay, once we successfully get that mismatch onto Mitchell Robinson, now we're going to use Aaron Nesmith to now force a switch from Jalen Brunson. Okay, that's all we're doing. We're picking our matchups. We're matchup hunting, I guess you could say. Boom. Now we have the matchup we love. Let's take advantage of it. Now, we don't have Mikal Bridges, height, length, versatility as a wing defender. We don't have Mitchell Robinson being able to block shots anywhere. Now we have Jalen Brunson, right? Boom, we're going to, lull him to sleep, and then just pull up a three. Beautiful job here by Tyrese Halliburton. Lulling, boom, pull up three, gets it to go. Great job matchup hunting in this game. And in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about how they went up 2-0 in this series. Let's just dive into the video. All right, another big time play, and TJ McConnell only played 14 minutes in this game, but had 4 dimes, and this was a big one to start the fourth quarter. Now, right away, we see him have leverage on Mikal Bridges, and as we drive into the lane, we want to create a blender, right? And what does that mean? Again, we're trying to force a double team, whether it come from the weak side corner or the paint and Mitchell Robinson. All we're doing is reading and reacting to what the defense does. So, boom, right here, the blender initiates where we got that undeniable double team. From there, now you're playing 4-on-3 offense. You got boom, you got boom, you got boom, and then you got boom, right? You have the number game. So all we're doing is once we get that matchup, we're hunting for the right opportunity. Look at Ben Shepherd get out to the open space of the floor. That double team is still initiated. And then look at Miles Turner clear out, or not clear out, but kind of wall off that closeout by Karl-Anthony Towns. And Ben Shepherd hits a beautiful three. This is how you defeat teams. You create that double, and then you find the open man and successfully get him an open look. Great job by Ben Shepherd here. All right, here's one of my favorite plays of the game. Once again, we're trying to matchup hunt by setting this screen, but instead of actually using it, we're waiting and seeing what our defender does. So watch Mikal Bridges. Early on, when this screen starts to come, you see Jalen Brunson start to communicate saying screen, screen, screen. So they don't want to switch this matchup. They don't. They want to hesitate. They want to fight over these screens. So boom, you see Mikal Bridges prematurely putting that foot into the ground as he's going to fight over this screen. So once he does that, boom, both defenders are on that side. We're going to use our leverage, get to the middle of the floor, and again, what are we creating? A double team, a blender. So here we go. He drives in, and you see top side blitz. We call this a fire in the NBA, where you get a double team, but it comes from the very top. Now, Tyrese Halliburton is one of the most underrated players in the NBA, in my opinion, in terms of having that court mapping ability, understanding where the defense is going to rotate from, and understanding where his teammates are going to be. Finds Pascal Siakam, wide open three, and splats it. Unbelievable job once again here. I feel like they just do such a beautiful job executing, reading, reacting to what the defense wants to do, man. Again, give them credit. All right, now we got a side out of bounds play, 3.8 seconds on the shot clock, and all we're doing is using a flex screen action. I know this angle is not very good at all, but all we're doing is setting a screen, facing the basket, and sending our guy to the corner here. Now, this defender, usually that's his responsibility. Unless you don't have anyone down in that paint, this guy should fight over, and then the paint guy should, again, switch onto Tyrese Halliburton. But essentially on this play, what happens is nobody really helps out. Great screen set by Miles Turner, and Aaron Nesmith, with zero hesitation at all, pulls up this three and gets an easy basket. Unbelievable job again, just executing the screen. Jalen Brunson, they are attacking him every single time they can because they know he's just not that good of a defender. He doesn't have that strength to get through those screens like a Mikal Bridges or a Josh Hart. So whenever they can, they're going to exploit Jalen Brunson and tire him out through the entirety of this game, and that's what they did tonight. Now, before we get any further into the video, guys, make sure you do me a massive favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so. We're going to be covering the Pacers only if you want me to throughout the entirety of the playoffs. Not only are they going back home for 2 more games, but potentially could even end this series and head to the NBA Finals. But if you want me to cover every single game, hit the like button and comment down below P2. It helps me understand that you guys want to see more of these videos every single game. And more importantly, most importantly, let me say, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And like I said, we got you guys covered throughout the entirety of this year's playoffs and next season. Even off season, right? Free agency, drafts, we got you guys covered. Everything you need to know. Make sure you guys are joining the family. Okay. With that being said, let's get back into the video. So, now, I'm not sure how they got here, but they figured out how to get this switch onto a mismatch, probably set a couple of screens. Now they're going to exploit it. Now, every time we have a matchup like this that we really, really like, you expect the defense to do what we call fire or just double, right? A fire would be from the top side, or they just send that double from the big, either which way. Now, in this situation, all we're doing is you see Jalen Brunson expect a double team to come from that backside. Okay, and he prepares for it. So as Brunson starts to overcommit to the inside shoulder of Pascal Siakam, he's going to see, right at the side of his eye, Mitchell Robinson drops back, turns his head, and boom, spins baseline, gets an opportunity, and look at the up fake. Boom, gets Mitchell Robinson up in the air, body contact, and one. Sound dumb. Pascal Siakam, I felt like it would be criminal not to mention Pascal Siakam in this game. 39 points. 39 points today, shot way over 50% from the field, over 50% from the three-point line. The dude was unbelievable. And again, the game plan tonight from the Pacers was perfect. Another really good play here, just playing in transition. You have the numbers, so you want to exploit that every single time. I know Tyrese Halliburton didn't have the most perfect game in the world, but I'll tell you what, he made some big shots when it mattered the most. And here was a really good one. As, Andrew Nembhard's bringing the ball up, we know we have numbers. Tyrese Halliburton's already in that corner. They're playing a man down who's in the backcourt. So all we want to do is exploit the mismatch. We can tell right here. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, which means there's one guy left in the corner. You got Halliburton, and you have Miles Turner bringing the ball up. That means we have a 2-on-1 opportunity. All we want to do is exploit that side of the floor. Right, so boom, we're going to swing it. We're going to create that rotation over. Now, Josh Hart expects someone to rotate, whether it be from that weak side corner and have Jalen Brunson drop here, have Mikal Bridges drop here, and then let, Josh Hart play here, and then have that defender coming up, get back in front of Nembhard. But essentially, nobody rotates over, at least in time, and boom, Halliburton gets a standalone 3. Jalen Brunson was trying to get there from the top side, but he just couldn't do it in time. Halliburton drains a big-time 3. You gotta love everything this team is doing right now. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in part 2. Peace.